Hi there, Sean from the Wetsuit Centre. I'm going to talk to you today about the Animal Assassin for winter 2010-11. Really nice suit this season. They've made a few upgrades from last year, which was its first appearance in the wetsuit market. This year, really nice suit. I'm pretty impressed with this. It takes quite a bit to impress me now with the amount of suits we've got. But just run through a few of the new key features, and something I really like on this one is the chest system that they put in here. As you can see, one real important thing is the neoprene's actually going straight over the chest here and where the zip is. So it's minimising the amount of water that can actually get into the wetsuit itself when you're in it. Really nice feature. Zip system's real simple as well. Very similar to the XL system of getting into the wetsuit. Little popper here to stop the zip from sliding back when you're in it. And if you just pull it back here, simple system, and you climb in the wetsuit itself to get in. Now, as we said before, chest zips aren't the easiest wetsuits in the world to get into. In fact, they're the most difficult. And there's two reasons they are difficult. One, obviously, because you've got very small entry into here itself. It's when you get it up to the shoulder and getting it over your shoulder blades when it becomes very difficult. But you think the more difficult it is to get into, the less water that's actually going to get into the wetsuit when you're in it itself. And also you're having no restriction on your back as well when you're in the wetsuit. So there are plus points, but if you suffer from any disability around your shoulder blades, then probably not the best suit for you. However, really nice suit, and generally most of us now are starting to go towards chest suit when it comes to winter. Moving on to the suit itself, we'll look at the outside first. And as you can see, it's all liquid taped on the outside here, and the reason they do that is because they've glued blind stitched it, which is the system on the inside, whereby they bring the two pieces of material together, and they stitch it, pull it together, they glue it, and then they put this liquid taping over the top here, and they also put it on the outside here. Now, the good thing about liquid taping is, obviously there's no way any water can get through any of the stitching on the wetsuit at all. Nowadays as well, there are some believers that there's no need for as much liquid taping as some people put on the wetsuits, for the simple reason the suits have got so good and the neoprenes are so good that why plaster a whole suit in liquid taping. And it also reduces slightly some of the flexibility in the suit. But again, considering what they were like 4 or 5 years ago, where a wetsuit didn't stretch at all, even with the liquid taping you can still see you've got plenty of stretch within it, which is nice. A couple of really nice features again on this suit is you've got the Airlock neoprene, which is where you have, and a few of the top wetsuits do this. Obviously the Psycho Freak was the first one to kick off with it, which is this material here where you can see it's honeycombed, and the idea of that is when it's against your body, heats up the little air bubbles, and the air bubbles in turn will heat you up. So they put it on the chest here, and also if we look at the back of the suit, it's on your back here all the way down to your kidneys. So if your kidneys are maintaining the heat, it's going to pump warm blood around your body, which in turn is going to keep you nice and warm. Another reason for the reason they've angled everything on the zip coming down, because if any water does come through the hood at the top, or the entry level should I say, that it's actually all angled just to come out and fall out. And again, if you want the system to be any tighter, because this is obviously the only part that water can get into the suit, which is minimal, you can actually pull this down and bring that tighter onto your shoulders as well. It's a 5-4-3 wetsuit, which they all are generally, which means 5 mil of neoprene on the body and a short panel of 4 into a 3 on the arms, the 3 giving you the flexibility and the 5 giving you the warmth throughout. I want to take a quick look now inside the wetsuit, because being the top end wetsuit from Animal, a lot of the high grade features are inside. As you can see, it's bright yellow material here. Is their version of the Firewall or the Polypro that you get inside most wetsuits. And it's a really soft material, and it's designed to wick water away from your body for one, but also to retain heat. So it's exactly the same principle that is within thermal underwear. So again, they've put that on your chest, and they put it more importantly on your back and on your kidneys. As I spoke to you before, all the suit on the inside is all liquid taped. So again, there's absolutely nowhere within the suit that you can get any water coming through. Coming down to the knees, and this is a standard now, to be honest, nowadays. All the manufacturers use exactly the same material. It's a type of Duraflex material which is very, very hard wearing, doesn't wear down, and it's designed to obviously take the wear and tear of your knees on whatever you're doing on the water, which is really nice. Okay, really nice decals on the suit. I think you'll see it's visually quite pleasing, and definitely one that I think will be a good seller this winter. So that, in a nutshell, is the Animal Assassin chest zip for 2011 from the Wetsuit Centre.